married. I have 2 young kids, and so early in 2006, 2007, I was really just praying about what I needed to do because I had kids at home and I didn't want to put them in daycare. And I love to bake, and I used to do some baking for just a lot of different people everywhere we've lived. People love my baking, and so I had a friend at church who told me that I should maybe make my desserts a little prettier. She's like, they're all so good, but people don't really want to eat them because they're not as attractive as they should be. I was like, oh, thank you. It was very kind. And so she taught a little cake decorating class in our mom's group. And I liked it, and so I just kind of was practicing with that. And then for my son's first birthday, I made this like crazy 3D sculpted fish. And it was just insane and totally out of my ballpark, but I just loved it, and so I did that. And then someone in our church asked if I would make their daughter's wedding cake, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't do wedding cakes. I was so nervous. Yeah. And so I said no, but then she begged me because I'd done their family's birthday cakes and stuff like that. So I ended up doing it, and I delivered it downtown to the balcony on Dock. And Jill White was there, and she just loved it. And she was like, no, you're in the wedding cake business. And I was like, so cool. What? Yeah. And so in 2007, I made 3 wedding cakes. And then in 2008, I made 100. And so, I mean, just Jill really just pushed me. And I mean, I didn't do any advertising. So, I mean, it had to just be God, and it's like, where on my path. Yeah. A rental cake business called Little Love Design. Cakes, they're decorated, the couture, beautiful cakes that you pay probably $800 to $900 for. Rent them for $150, and then get a sheet cake and serve that. Basically, they can put like a piece of sliced cake behind the rental cake and cut it and like position themselves. As long as the photographer knows what's going on, it still looks exactly like they're cutting a cake. And then the other cakes can just be served. Love that we work with people that are in a happy part of their life. It's just so joyous. Like when I meet with couples, they're happy. Their families that come and meet, they're happy. I mean, it just seems to be so much joy, and to be part of a celebration like that, I just love that. And then I serve cake. I mean, how great is that, you know? It's a dessert, and everybody loves it. And it's beautiful. It's part of a centerpiece of a wedding, you know? And I mean, throughout the years, like that's just like what people show in their wedding albums. I mean, my grandparents, I saw their wedding cake. Everybody has that picture. You might not take a picture of their food. People do it now. But in the past, you wouldn't have seen pictures of people's food. I want them to feel like they have a design that matches them and that matches their reception. I want them to be happy. I want them to leave feeling like they're getting a good tasting cake that's beautiful and it's just easy. I feel like the cake part of it should be like a really easy part, because from my perspective, it is, not that it's not difficult to make the cakes, but it's an easier, like I bring them a cake and it's delicious and it's good looking and they can just cut it and eat it and enjoy it. It's not a lot of decisions to make. So above all, I'm a baker, and I know that other people are above all artists, and the appearance matters most, and the appearance is very important to me. I don't want to diminish that, but it's most important to me that people can cut and enjoy their cake, that their guests enjoy their cake. I like to create new things, and so there's a lot of cakes that I've made 20 times, and I just keep making them, and it's great. There's something nice to just being able to knock it out without any questions, but it's so much fun to get a new design and be able to just really create something new and beautiful and unique. I really like that the most. As far as baked things, if it has chocolate in it, I'm good. If I could, I would lay on a beach all day, every day. Great. But in reality, if I was working, I think I would enjoy being a business consultant. I love to just hear what people are doing and help them improve their business. I have some been working with my husband. He's in marketing, and so we have a lot of marketing discussions, and I've done a lot of research into marketing and development, and so I think I can really help a lot of people strengthen their businesses. I recently made a wedding cake for a couple, and I attended their wedding, and it was my white almond cake with amaretto filling. People love it. And so I think she was like in her 80s. She pulled me over and she said, "Did you make this cake?" And I'm like, "Yes." And she said, "In all my years and all my weddings, this is the best wedding cake I've ever had." I was like, "Oh my goodness."
That's awesome.
That's a lot of cakes to have.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
So it is. Yeah, but I mean, that's really what I feel like I fill that need for people, that they should enjoy their cake too.